Around this time last year, you may remember that I travelled to Morocco with Mazda. Well, I'm on another epic adventure from Mazda, but this time I'm switching the sunshine of Morocco for the snow of Norway. Hi guys, welcome back to Tish Does Travel. I have a guest on the channel. Stop running away. I have a guest on the channel today. Batch is with me.
Hello.
And he is going to be guiding me through Norway, driving on the snow.
Let's be more specific. I'll be chauffeuring you, actually.
Hey, I just said that I was up for doing a little bit of driving.
Okay, right.
As soon as it gets sketchy, even slightly, I'm going to be like, right, you need to drive now.
Yeah.
So we are in Norway with Mazda, and we are driving the CX-30, which is here. Actually, Batch has driven this. How long have you been driving this for now?
I've driven this for 2,500 kilometres over the past 4 days.
So he really knows what he's doing. Thank God, because otherwise I think I'd be very, very nervous. But I feel like I'm in capable hands. So in today's video, we are going to basically be driving from where we are right now, which is, where were we?
We started in Tromsø in Norway.
I'm
We're
so
going to
glad you're
dip
here.
into Finland. And then we're going to go back into Norway to eventually to Honningsvarg and go to the Nordkapp, which is
The most northerly part of Europe.
absolutely.
See, I did absorb some knowledge about the trip.
We were listening to the press briefing last night. Well done.
But it's really exciting. We wasn't originally planning to go into Finland, but I'll explain about that when we're in the car because, yeah, I don't know. Is it a funny story?
No.
No, it's added about
Can
5
we get
hours.
in the car, please? I'm rather cold.
Right, let's get in the car. Let's go. This is the car that we're driving, so this is the CX-30. It's got a new 2.5 litre engine over the 2 litre, but what we are on is studded tyres because these are actually 2-wheel drive, which seems like madness, right? So no 4-wheel drive action here. We've just got 2-wheel drive cars with studded tyres, which should be interesting. Apparently they're pretty good, so I guess we'll find out.
Look at you with your fancy gimbal, eh?
I know, right? Proper
God,
vlogger now.
The budget's improved, isn't it?
We're powering the cars for this road trip using Sustain fuel, which is a second-generation biofuel manufactured from agricultural waste, such as straw, byproducts, or waste from crops that wouldn't be used for consumption. Using this fuel utilises the carbon that already exists in our atmosphere, which the plants absorb as they grow, recycling it rather than releasing additional CO2 as fossil fuels do. The government's own figures show that switching to sustainable fuel could reduce carbon emissions by more than 80%. If you wanted any more information on the fuel we're using, along with how Sustain are committed to creating accessible greener motoring, then I'll put a link in the description box.
About an hour down, and this is our first stop of the day, and I'm not sure how long it'll be to our next stop. So we're going to go to the loo, we're going to grab snacks, we're going to grab drinks. I'm going to see if they've got any like fun Nordic snacks. And then it's going to be probably a very long journey for the next part. We really need to start getting through this 10 hours. So I'm going to do a bit of driving. Batch has been doing the driving this morning, and I was a little bit nervous as to know what to expect from the studded tyres. But as far as I'm aware, it doesn't look too bad. For fuck's sake. And you've got proper shoes on as well. I'm not going to help you.
Can't get up.
Right, what have we got? I feel like I'm going to need an emergency Red Bull for this route. What do you fancy, Batch? What are we going for?
I want the weirdest flavour.
Bacon gull?
Bacon gull. Gull.
Cheese. Cheese balls. Cheese doodles. Kim's. Mexican fiesta. Paprika. What's a jack?
Lion bar. Is it me? You don't really see lion bars that
It's a white one.
do you?
What, do you want any chocolate?
No, I don't. No. What, Snickers creamy or peanut butter?
Oh, that sounds really good.
There's 3 of those, and no. Look at that.
Let's try a Snickers creamy. These are also these toffees look good. Let's get some.
Sorry.
Let's get some toffees. These are like Werther's Originals, aren't they? I can't get it out. It's stuck. Can you? Are you able to get one of those out?
What,
It's stuck.
please?
Oh, there's some at the back. Thank you very much. Get some of those.
We got some Stratos.
No,
No, we haven't gone for Strauss.
we've gone for.
Valencia, get that on.
Yeah. Sport lunch.
That's just
Brilliant.
That's just
Sport
That's
lunch.
just a little Kit Kat, no?
Bobbler Stratos down there.
Bobbler
Only buying the essentials with.
All you need are Bamsey Mums and see Bamsey Mums. I'm not making that up. And furry plush dog. That's all you need tonight.
Oh god, this is a bloody handbag.
I've got a question though.
Yes.
Where is half the Snickers creamy?
A third, actually. Well, I had it with my coffee. What do you expect? Sorry, we bought them to eat them, didn't we?
I've not even done it. Not even explained which snacks we've got. We've got loads.
Can we get going, please?
Oh, for-
We've got a
okay.
convoy waiting for us.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the day, our final destination is the Nordkapp. However, the original plan is that we'd go all along the coast of Norway, and that took us through a couple of ferries and also a tunnel. But it's the tunnel that's caused a little bit of an issue to the plan, because the tunnel was actually closed because of how much snow they've had in the last 24 hours. I don't know if I've already mentioned, but they've had more snow in 24 hours than they've had in pretty much the whole of winter. So that means the tunnel is being closed. The tunnel is due to open around 12, but if we go to that tunnel at 12 and it's closed, it's a 4-hour journey back in the opposite direction. So rather than risk that, we're essentially going to cut right into Finland, and we're going to do right round the outside or inside of the country between Norway and Finland, and then we'll tuck back in towards the coast as we get closer to the Nordkapp. With the latest generation Mazda 3 and this CX-30, what they've done is they've swapped out the old 2-litre petrol engine, and it's now been swapped for a 2.5-litre petrol engine. And I know that sounds massive, but the thing with Mazda is they tend to go for larger engines naturally aspirated rather than going for smaller engines and turboing them. And they do this to give you better fuel economy. But previously, when it comes to the old 2-litre engine, you had to work it really quite hard. It was actually part of the enjoyment. But the thing with these cars is it's enjoyable to work a Mazda MX-5 hard because you get that reward. But when it comes to SUVs and just your everyday hatchbacks, you don't want to be having to work so hard to get that enjoyment from the vehicle. So now what I've really found with this slightly larger engine is it's just more effortless. It feels a lot smoother. Previously, you did have to accelerate quite hard, but now it has a much more linear power delivery, and it's just a more enjoyable car to drive. It's not necessarily more enjoyable when it comes to driver engagement, but when it comes to long journeys and just your everyday commutes, it's now much more suited to the vehicle. We're about 3 hours in and we're just stopping off. I'm not sure if we'll get something to eat or just something to drink. Go to the loo. This is what I've gone for. Apparently this is a delicacy for in here. This is a reindeer omelette. I'm hoping this isn't going to let me down after you all bigged it up.
We can see it's like a deer in headlights. There's like a moist
thing, yeah.
You must be used to it.
It doesn't look like a beast.
It's good. Little update en route. We've got 7 hours left to go, so we've just had lunch and we've got 7 hours, so quite a slog. Hopefully we'll cut a little bit of time off of that. I mean, what does it say at the moment? Yeah, so we're due in at about 8:30, although that is to the Nordkap, so that's not to where the hotel is. The hotel is a little bit before, so it's not too bad. But we are just getting ready after our lunch to get back out on the road, and then hopefully I'll update you as we go. We are pretty much halfway there. We've got 5.5 hours left. James is back in the driver's seat.
Of course I am.
And we are now back in Norway again. So we've crossed back over into Norway and we are en route. There has already been tiny weeny glimpse of drama. There is a very small possibility that we may get stuck in Honningsvarg tonight. If the weather is bad, it can close the tunnel which goes into the island. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen, otherwise we will be redirecting our flight home. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So far it's been pretty smooth. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed. The roads are really lovely. I'm just so surprised that it's not built up at all. And maybe I'm being naive and didn't realise that, but I thought we'd be passing through like a few bigger towns.
It's not Kappa.
It's not.
Come on. Cool, it's going to be empty.
What is? Yeah, well, I guess it is the Arctic.
Well, yes.
This is like the tuck shop. You know the kids in school that sell their
Yeah.
20 pence.
Have a smash.
You have to do a taste test. See what you think.
No, good. Yeah, two's way better than one.
I'm not sure about the smash.
No, I wasn't at first. But smashes get better the more you have.
I feel like they're too savoury.
Yeah,
Like a chocolate covered crisp.
we've got Pantery mix. Now, one of these is absolutely disgusting. It tastes like salty toothpaste.
Oh.
But if you go for a black one,
I reckon original is the salty toothpaste.
yeah, it's minging. But if you go for the apple ones, they taste really nice.
Which one's the apple?
I mean, I imagine it's the green one.
I'm going to try a bad one.
I'm just gonna.
Fish.
He's abandoned you. Right. I'm going to actively pick the one that we think is minging.
This should be good.
It looks green though.
It's all manner of different things all at once.
It is aniseedy.
I like that though. I like aniseed.
It's nice at the moment.
There's an aftertaste.
No, this is aniseed. Do you like licorice?
No.
That's probably why I didn't like it then. I wouldn't say like it's a grade A snack, but
It's not going to win our competition.
no. Oh my god, they look
Just what I've
awful.
always wanted.
What are they rolled in?
Chocolate.
Are they
Oh, it's just getting worse.
Misshapen Maltesers.
Yeah, they're called medium puffy, which I am sure is that's perfect pronunciation of this Finnish snack.
I haven't.
They're like slightly sweet, like slightly fruity.
Oh. I'm not sure if that's intentional or they're just mouldy, but
I don't like that.
Oh. That's just chocolate covered air. There's not,
yeah, fair.
isn't it? There's like not actually any substance to that.
Bouncy Mums.
I have 2 Bamsey Mums left.
I like the Bamsey Mums.
You like a Bamsey Mum, don't you? Oh no, I tell a lie. I've got 3. That's enough for one each. There you go.
Ooh, that one doesn't feel like.
Get yourself a Bamsey Mum.
It's a melted Bamsey Mum.
It has been sort of
Oh my
cramped
God.
up in my bag for a bit, so I can't guarantee that it's entirely.
Aw.
Gonna bite the head off the Bamsey Mum.
I find they're best eaten whole.
I like them.
I like them. Bamsey Mums are so far my leader.
That's winning so far,
Yeah. They're like marshmallow.
Oh, you on the fried
This is
chicken?
the only snack that I have left to offer to try.
I'm alright, thank you.
Do you want some fried chicken?
No, I'm alright, I'm good actually. I'll get
I
some.
don't know how this is going to go now. I've just had chocolate, but
Fried chicken crisps?
I'll go on, that's fine.
These are going to taste very strange.
without wishing to make too much of a Muppets reference, it does look like the chicken is already in the basket.
I'm really afraid that it's not going to be particularly exciting, unfortunately.
It's alright.
Do you know what? I think it tastes better than it looks, but that's not saying much.
I do have a little bit of an update, and it's a tiny bit of a disappointing update, or I guess actually quite a big disappointing update. But we were planning on heading to Honningsvarg and then on to the Nordkap if we wanted to, and that is the northest part of Europe. But unfortunately, the roads have been so bad, they've actually almost completely closed the roads into Honningsvarg, and you have to almost convoy in. And because of that, it means that we wouldn't have been there until almost the middle of the night, and it just didn't seem worth it. So we have cut our journey a tiny bit short. It does mean, however, there's not quite as much driving. It won't be 11 hours on the road. So we're currently about an hour away from Alta, and that's where we'll be staying tonight. Because the sky was absolutely beautiful, and we're about 10 minutes from Alta now. This is also just the back of a Ford dealership, so I hope I'm not going to get in trouble. But it is so beautiful here. I'm very, very excited to have a little bit of time to explore Alta. I'm just going to take a photo because look at this view. So, a silver lining of not being able to go all the way to the Nordkap is the fact that we do get a little bit of extra time to walk around Alta. So we've arrived here at 5 or half 5, and we wasn't set to get to the Nordkap until like 9. So it does mean we've got a little bit more time to kind of look around and experience things. So I'm quite looking forward to that. We are currently trying to find our way to the hotel, but
It's here.
not
It's
quite
here.
sure what is a road and what is a path.
Reception.
I presume that's reception.
What a beautiful Nordic accent that is.
Reception.
Look at these people, you crazy.
Just go to a pub. Oh. Give it a rest, will you? I'm cold, I'm wet, I just want a drink. You got cameras up there. Oh.
Right on the ankle.
Who parks in the car park for 2 minutes? 4? God, we're going to be here till Christmas.
We're going to have to take it in turns. You're going to have to go quicker than that.
When did you leave the car park? Well, I don't know, October? I'm still at the touch screen. It seems incontestable.
you have to
I'm gonna
keep
be
going.
1 hour and 14 minutes. This is hurting my finger. 2 hours! We're still at 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours.
We've come to Norway this evening for dinner because it's one of the highest rated places in Alta, but we've just discovered that there's actually a dog race on, a pretty big dog race as well. So this is the European northernmost dog race and also the longest. So this is a dog race which starts here in Alta and also ends in Alta as well, and they do 700 miles, which is absolutely crazy. Over 700 miles. And they're coming through this evening, but we don't know when. We're trying to track them. It's going to be any time soon the winner is going to come through. But we're just patiently waiting. I don't want to miss it though.
Baked cod.
Your black cod.
He's got one there, a black cod. You're baked, isn't it? Black cod.
Baked cod. Yeah. Do you want baked cod? Is that what you want? Excuse me, sir. Over here, one.
There we go. Black or baked? Baked.
Baked.
And then we have the cauliflower steak.
Cauliflower steak.
Thank you.
I can't look at that.
I'm just going to film your food.
Yeah, do it.
That looks delicious.
Doesn't it?
That looks really nice.
Noodles and shit. Soup. It's a bit spicy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, it's very wet.
Yeah, that's why you've got a spoon.
Wakes up steaming drunk.
Who's excited?
Alan?
I mean, who needs to go to the northernmost part of Europe when you can
See some dogs.
Det er så mange hunder at jeg må begynne. Og en av de største i verden står bak på sleden. Han er navnheten under målstreken. Og vi skal nå rope så høyt som vi bare greier.
Here you go, here's the map of how everyone else is getting on. As you can see, everyone else is quite far away from the finishing line, so they're probably not going to cross until close to midnight, some of them. Up bright and early, we're going to go out and take some pictures this morning, but we do have a slight issue before we can start the photos, and that is the fact that last night, from when we got here, this is the snow that's come down. Look at that! So much snow. So I'm gonna start to at least try and tackle getting the snow off of this. It's all cleared up, we've got all the snow off, and now we've just got to try and navigate this deep snow out on the roads. I'm sure we're going to be fine. I guess we will find out. It is absolutely amazing that all of that snow fell last night. You can see it all on the sides. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning and all of the roads are completely clear. Obviously, there's still packed snow and ice on the actual tarmac, but just in general, it's crazy. And if we come round to a roundabout, you will see that in the centre of the roundabout, you have just like heaped up snow, like just there in the corner. But the actual roads are so clear. So I think I'll go ahead and finish this vlog here. I'm actually so surprised at how not easy, but how capable it is to drive in the snow when you have studded tyres. I've been so impressed with the CX-30. I thought this would be a lot sketchier than it actually has been, but I've had confidence pretty much all of the time. Of course, every now and again, it is a little bit slippery, but you can catch it. And overall, I've just been really impressed with the drive and how beautiful it's been. We have seen some absolutely stunning scenery, and of course, it is slightly disappointing that we didn't get to the most northern part of Europe. We didn't make it till Nordkap, at least not this time anyway. Maybe I'll get to go there in the future, we'll just have to wait and see. But I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. Until next time guys, see you later.